Okay, welcome everybody, my name is Magical Nightmare, and here today, I know this has been something different from Paladins of what I usually do here, but just to inform you guys, there's going to be a kind of a series coming up soon. Me and my friends are working quite hard to get this thing going and everything, that we're trying to get everyone we need, that we need for it, for like the first episode of that, and also I'm trying to get some more stuff set up and everything. But here today, this is actually YuGiOh Pro, this is a Yu-Gi-Oh based series. Basically, I'm not going to get a spoil of the name of the series, but I am going to say, this series is going to be very fun for all of us, because this is actually a series that I'm actually gonna be able to do myself, because like usually stuff I on my other stuff, like old channel, I'm not gonna be able to, I'm not putting it out there. I'm not gonna show you my fucking crap I do so horribly bad. But on this here, I'm gonna show you guys the deck I'm using for this year's series, probably for season 1 of the series. I don't know how long the season's gonna go, but you guys let me know in the comments of how many seasons we should go, if you guys like it or not. So basically, this here is the deck I'm gonna be using. I'm using a Metalfoes counter. Basically, I was looking around of like pedal monsters, and I was looking at Metalfoes, and then I found a card called Guardian Armady. I looked at special ability about the card effect, and then I looked at Metalfoes. I could take a card on my field, face up on my field, and destroy it. Then I was thinking to myself, this would be a great combo piece. So I actually see. So basically, here we go in the deck profile. I do run 3 Metalfoes Von Flame for the count of the X's, which we'll get to in a bit. But I run him because, well, basically every Metalfoes in the entire deck, they all have the same special ability. But that's except for like one. You'll see in a bit. Then I run triple Metalfoes Gold Driver. He helps out with the XZ summoning as well, because if you look at my extra deck, you can see like rank 4s, which you probably know what it is. But he's like the only rank 4 Metalfoes there is. It's why I run more level 4s in this deck, my bad. Then we have triple Silvered. I run triple Silvered because, well, he's also helpful for, like, you know, basically he's just helpful from a future something, more or less, but like they're all useful for certain reasons. But they're all normal monsters, which is also so great because you can do so much with them. I do run only 2 Stealing though, because in my side deck I have my 3rd Stealing if in case I need any more of Metalfoes in every help. Okay, now here comes up Armady. So if you guys don't know what she does, basically her pendulum effect, you do not have to pay life points for a counter card, and you do not have to discard to activate a counter card as well. That's her pendulum effect. But her main effect is what I use for this deck the most. When it discards from a battle by card effect, you can reveal 3 counter cards from your deck. Your opponent chooses one of them and add it to your hand, then shove the rest of them back into your deck. You don't have to put them in the graveyard. She's helpful for grabbing what you need to counter your opponent with. Basically, I'll get to a bit of a combo piece of what I love to do with her, basically. But then we have double Dragodes, the Empowered Warrior. He helps with the Pendulum effect. These guys, the Empowered Warrior cards, Dragodes and also Draconics, they're helpful for Pendulum only. That's what I have. Their Pendulum effects are helpful. First off, for Dragones, at the start of the damage, if your opponent battles up if basically say your opponent attacks your monster, you can discard 1 card. The battling monsters attack defense become halved. Just halved. Even if the card leaves the field, I don't know if it's permanent or not. I don't know. But then we go over to the next one, which is Dragonics. He's got a bit of a small one, but it's more helpful. It's basically in dire situations. If you have, say your opponent, you have no cards in the field, and you're about to draw Rogeki. Basically, you would put him on the pedal scale. If your opponent attacks, the crystal attack, you can destroy this card and end the battle phase. But also, if I was running any other kind of like warrior spellcasters, which these are all guys second, so. But basically, his other effect is once per turn, you can start 1 card. Then target 1 warrior spellcaster Dramon with 2,000 or less attack in your graveyard, special in defense mode. Their main effects don't really help me because it's not quite helpful because I don't run that type. Then like the effect one. The effect Metalfoes. Rare Metalfoes. Once per turn, it basically... I'm not going to read the effect of the pendulum effect because, well, it's all the same, basically. Every Metalfoes has the same pendulum effect for putting stuff in the field. But the monster effects what I like the most. And this card is from a battle by card effects. You can add 1 Metalfoes monster from your deck to protect your hand during the end phase. So basically, if you're in dire situation, you will pop this one right here. But yeah, that's like that part right there. And then we're gonna write Geki for my opponent's monsters. If basically, okay, say if this was shooting Quasar, it's once per turn, and your opponent running nothing else in the extra deck, you know, like bring out Shooting Star Dragon. If it does not run that, but runs shooting Quasar, write Geki first. He'll negate that immediately. Then Dark Hole. Dark Hole puts everything on the field. Which Dark Hole does counter up with Armades and Rare Metalfoes. Basically, it shows up by card effect. Basically, they trigger off Armades and then trigger off Rare Metal. Rare Metal will get you a card, then Armades will get you a counter trap card, basically. Basically, you're setting up for next turn immediately already. Then we run triple Metalfoes Fusion. I know I usually see people run 2 copies, but I'm like, let's run just triple. Now, I'm debating if I wanted to put side deck 1 and put a Twist in the deck yet or not. I will in a bit, though. I'm going to figure that soon. But then we have full Metalfoes Fusion. Basically, if you have 2 monsters on your field, and you're in dire situation, you're about in your monster, like, just say, say your opponent's monster, if was like 25, say with Dark Magician, basically, with like, nothing else in the field, just to play Dark Magician. And you have Volflame. Basically, trigger off full Metalfoes because there's a quick play. Fusion summon with another any monster, really. That's like enough just to go over the Dark Magician, which is going to be a bit. But then you have the Field Spell, which the Field Spell is so overpowered with this deck, basically. All Metalfoes monsters you control gain 300 attack, while Metalfoes card isn't pretty much Petums a Metalfoes monster you control are unaffected by opponent's card effect. So basically, Mirror Force, anything really that will just hurt your deck would just the Field Spell will just destroy it. Just get rid of it. That's the spell cards. Metalfoes counter. Basically, if a Metalfoes monster is destroyed by battle by card effect, so basically a Dark Hole has it on the field, and your Rare Metalfoes is being destroyed, you can special make another. You can actually special make a Metalfoes from your deck. So basically, if Rare Metalfoes gets destroyed, you can bring out Volflame, any of the Metalfoes you really need for any of the combo pieces, really. Metalfoes combination. Oh, by the way, I forgot. These 2 trap cards here, counter and combination, they work on the graveyard as well. Okay. Basically, I can basically banish counter, and then I can add 1 Metalfoes, face-up Metalfoes, Pedro monster from my extract to my hand. But combination is, if the monster is feature summon, you can target one a Metalfoes monster in your graveyard with a lower level than the monster that was summoned. Well, feature summon, you know, and special summon. But if this card's in your graveyard, you could if this card's in your graveyard, you could from separate. Okay, never mind. Okay, combination is not the same one. If it's from the field of graveyard, you can add a Metalfoes monster from your deck to your hand. Okay, now here comes a helpful part of the counter trap card, which is DNA Surgery. Basically, I will declare Psychic only. I only declare Psychic because I run a second deck, basically. Like, all my monsters are Psychic, basically, but the hell of the rest of the monsters that are not Psychic. That's the only person with it. Now, the counter trap cards, the entire last row is counter trap cards. Grand Horn of the Heaven. Great card. It's just a great card. Basically, your opponent's special summons negate your opponent draws a card, but then you basically end their phase. They're either with no monster to attack on the end of turn. Now, this is where the DNA Surgery combos off with the selection. Pay 1,000 life points to negate the summon of a monster that the same type on the already field. Our monsters are going to be psychic. All our monsters are. So basically, you can immediately negate that, you know. Now, Wire Trap. Say you attacked and you don't get your field spell on yet. Your opponent uses a Meteor Force. You can use Wire Trap to negate it and basically send it back to the deck. This is what happened in the anime of 5D, I believe, first episode, possibly. But then you have the Solemns. Great card for our main to sort out, because you could automatically get a Solemn if you wanted to. I run double Solemn Strike, I only run a 1 Solemn Warning. I have the third one side deck for right now, but then we also have Divine Wrath. You discard a card to negate it, but because our main is going to be in a problem zone, you don't gotta discard. Then the Black Horns of the Heaven. Just special summon, you just fucking destroy it. Just get rid of that motherfucker. But then you have Solemn Warning. Everyone knows what Solemns do. Now for the extra deck part of it, which I love to do usually. I run the Metalfoes Crimson, only 1 copy though, because he's not my ace in the roleplay. The ace is Oracle. Oracle is my main ace because he does double piercing, and also he's so easy to pull out with this deck. Then we run double Metalfoes Mithram. Oh, by the way, if you guys don't know what Oracle does, when he attacks a vegetable monster, he gets double piercing. But since the grave, I talk 1 card to finish it. Mithram, I don't really use your special ability much. It's just helpful to bring anything else fusion related out. You can target 2 Metalfoes in your graveyard and 1 card that will shuffle both of the deck and return the second one to your hand. It's cards, but they usually have some of the same special abilities, except for like adding, popping, and stuff like that. Basically, they're built for adding stuff to your hand and popping the field. Her special ability, if she sent to the graveyard from the field, I could special summon one Metalfoes monster from my graveyard face it from my extra deck. So basically anything really from my extra deck or graveyard. Enderant, I don't have to tell you guys anything about it. It's just a big beat stick basically, because it's 25 beat stick basically. Now here comes a bit of a trolley card right here. Full Metalfoes Alkahest. It has to be choose. Okay, I'm gonna read the full so I do that because this is such a good card. I recommend putting him in the defense mode, by the way. I recommend putting this one in the defense mode always. Must be fusion and cannot be fusion by any other way. Once per turn, either player turn, you can target one effect monster on the field. Equip that target to this card. This is a quick play effect, by the way, everyone. This card gains defense equal to the combined original attack of the monsters equal to this effect. You can use monsters you control equipped to this card as fusion materials as for a fusion of a Metalfoes fusion monster like stone material. I run triple this because it helps. Basically, okay. And I started RP. I'm not the one I'm making, but another one. I'm not going to spoil anything about that. My enemy, they run Galaxy Eyes. Galaxies are so annoying. Basically, pull this out, take their monsters. They can't do shit. Now, for the XZ's part, the number parts of this deck. Number 89, Psy Beast. My most fucking favorite number card in the whole world. My most favorite. And Psychic, which goes with the deck so well. I can detach an extra deck, look at my opponent's extra deck, banish one. Then I can banish their deck face, top card of the deck face down, equals number of cards they have banished face down. If I attack a turn monster, and the battle, at the end of the battle, it's basically Gladiator Beast end effect, but it's not reshuffling. Basically, I can target a card in their graveyard and banish out of their fucking graveyard. Then I can do it again to banish it just with face down. Then we have number 74, Master of Blades. Everyone knows it. It's basically a negation. You can't target him at all. During either place where a card effects activated, that targets card in the field, negate it and destroy it. Then, of course, we have the Run Utopia package. 39, and number S39. I would run Utopia Brine, but I don't think that takes up too much room in the deck. Also, I wanted to run another second monster in this deck. But as a side deck, we have Steel and a Solemn Strike as for a side deck. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you all did enjoy, let me know if you want me to do this another deck profile of what I always do. So I hope you all do it, and I'll see you all later. See you all tomorrow. Later, I may stream today if possible of some Paladins or some Minecraft if I want to, if I'm capable of. But I'll see you all later. Goodbye and magic out.